We're going to bring in Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Congresswoman, thank you for being with us. I want your reaction to, in particular, this chaos at the border and the images and the videos we saw with those that group of 1,000 migrants pushing toward that bridge.
Well, it's unbelievable, honestly, to see this kind of video. Our border is not secure. This is like, Secretary Mayorkas is like a firefighter running away from a fire. He ought to be impeached for this. And this lawlessness has to end. This is unbelievable. They're putting the lives of our Border Patrol at risk here by allowing this kind of thing to happen. We're not following our laws. We allow them to come here illegally and stay here illegally without consequence. And you're seeing the results of that today.
But I think it goes beyond that, Congresswoman. Based upon this wild video, isn't it clear to you that the message from this White House is still, hey, come on over?
Come on over, and hey, if we're a Democrat mayor, we might even let you vote in our municipal elections, because that's what some Democrat mayors are trying to do. And this is wrong, and Secretary Mayorkas has buried his head in the sand, and I wish that we could impeach him for the crappy job he's clearly doing about the border.
I want to get to this now. The president is set to address the nation today on that banking system as the Signature Bank is shut down following the collapse of SVB. You know, Congresswoman, some people are calling it a bailout, some are not. Where do you stand on it?
Well, we're a little murky on the details. I would like to know how it's going to be paid for specifically. We were on a call last night. If you looked at SVB's latest public filing, they had a healthy balance sheet. They had assets on the books. I'd like to know if an auction of the bank is on the table. I believe that it may be. There may be a way to recoup some of that investment. We'll see as we learn more later on this week.
Joe Biden releasing a statement last night saying, quote, I am firmly committed to holding those responsible for this mess fully accountable. That seems like something that happens in the coming days, weeks, and months. For today, with the market set to open in about 3.5 hours, what does Joe Biden need to say before the markets open to sort of calm the waters here a bit?
Well, he needs to instill confidence in the market today. He needs to show leadership so that there isn't a panic run on banks and get that message out there. I was encouraged to see a statement by the FDIC, Federal Reserve, and the Treasury yesterday afternoon. But he's got to instill confidence in the market in order for folks to stay calm and know that even if your deposits in SVB were over the FDIC insured $250,000, that you're going to be okay. And that's the message that they need to hear today.
I want to talk about this. Some lawmakers are saying the Biden administration has plans for social media censorship, a campaign on this bank collapse. Just really quickly, I want to read this. The tweet from Thomas Macy said, just got off of a Zoom meeting with the Fed, Treasury, FDIC, House, and Senate. A Democrat senator essentially asked whether there was a program in place to censor info on social media that could lead to a run on the banks. You were in this meeting. What are they talking about here?
Right. It was brought up during the Zoom call last night, the idea that if the administration was going to push for censorship of certain media stories so there's no run on the banks. There should be no censorship on the table whatsoever in any way, shape, or form, whether you agree with the administration's position or not. We've seen this story before, time and time again. And it's wrong. And we've got to make sure that our government is not trying to censor information for business owners, individuals, or the public.
It seems to me that certain Dems, a lot of Dems, can't stop, won't stop when it comes to censorship. It's almost like they think the First Amendment is optional. It is not. Congresswoman Nancy Mace, we thank you so very much for joining us this morning on a very busy news morning and breaking down these complex issues. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.